This computation help video will help with adding mixed numbers. Anytime well, first of all, let's think about what a mixed number is. Let me read this first one, 5 and 5 ninths. 5 and 5 ninths. So and is the same as addition. So this literally means 5 and 5 plus 5 ninths. 5 and 5 ninths is 5 wholes plus 5 ninths. So if you think of it that way, you can see that we can just add these whole numbers first. 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So we have 9, and then whatever the sum of these fractions gives us. So let's think of these fractions separately, and we want to add 5 ninths to 1/2, and 5 ninths plus 1/2 plus 2/3. Anytime we're adding fractions or subtracting fractions, we first need a common denominator. So you look at your largest denominator, 9, and you ask yourself, is there anything I can multiply 2 times to give me 9? 2 times nothing will give you 9, because 2 times anything is going to give you an even number. We could have multiplied 3 times 3 to give us 9, but we need a denominator, a common denominator for all 3 of these denominators. So you ask yourself, okay, 9 times 2 is 18. Can I multiply 2 times anything to give me 18? Yes, you can multiply 2 times 9 to give you 18. And you can multiply 3 times 6 to give you 18. So there's our least common denominator will be 18. It's the same as the least common multiple. Okay. If I multiply by 2, if I multiply my denominator times 2, I have to multiply my numerator times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. The reason we have to do that is because if we're multiplying by 2 over 2, that's the same as multiplying by 1. And if you multiply any number times 1, you haven't changed its value. That's why it's valid to do that, and that's why we have to do it that way. Okay, for 1/2, we've multiplied by 9, so I have to multiply my numerator times 9. 1 times 9 is 9. And then for 2/3, we multiply by 6, so I have to multiply my numerator times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. Now, we're adding 10/18 plus 9/18 plus 12/18. Okay, the reason we have to do that is, the reason you need a lowest common denominator in the first place is you can't add unless, really, fractions are just pieces, right? There's some number of pieces. The denominator tells you how many pieces the whole is cut into, and the numerator tells you how many pieces you have. Well, you can't add pieces if they're different sizes. You have to add pieces that are the same size, and that's what we achieve by finding the least common denominator. Okay, now we can just add our numerators. 10 plus 9 is 19, and 19 plus 12 is 31. So I have 31/18, 31 pieces that are 1/18 of a whole. Okay, and this is an improper fraction. Numerator is greater than the denominator, so we make a mixed number. We simplify it by dividing. 31 divided by 18. How many 18s in 31? We know it goes in once. It doesn't go in twice, because 2 times 18 would be 36. That would be too much. So 1 times 18 is 18, and then we subtract. I can't subtract 8 from 1, so I need to borrow here, making that a 2. 11 minus 8 is 3, and 2 minus 1 is 1. To write our mixed number, we start with the number up here on top of the house. So that's 1 and 13/18. Can 13/18 be simplified? No, it can't, because 13 is a prime number. Unless 18 is some multiple of 13, it cannot be simplified. And we know 18 is not a multiple of 13. So we had 9 holes, and we have this 1 and 13/18. So I'm going to add the 1 to the 9. It gives us 10 and 13/18. So our sum is, write that again, 10 and 13/18 is our sum when we add these 3 mixed numbers.